I have a story for you today. Hi guys, welcome to another video. No, this is not clickbait. I do believe I had coronavirus and this is my story. So first of all, I want to say I am very sorry for anybody who's been struggling with COVID-19 or has lost a family member or anything like that. I can't even imagine. I know that these times have been really weird. 2020 has been... My story begins in January 2020 when we were living... It seems like another universe, like it seems like another reality ago. Actually, it doesn't really feel like that happened this year, because I feel like this year has been so weird and long, and it just feels like another life ago. But yeah, in January 2020 I was still working, and most of my clients were tourists, a lot of tourists, because I work in New York City, Midtown Manhattan. A lot of tourists. Anytime I have a cold or the flu, I've even had pneumonia in my past. It usually starts, not pneumonia, but a cold or a flu usually starts with a runny nose, my throat hurts. This time I was at work and I just immediately started coughing out of nowhere. Like, I just started coughing. I thought, like, is somebody cooking something spicy in the back, or like, what is this? There's something in my throat, I don't know. But it was like a weird, it was a dry cough. It's not a cough that will help you clear your throat or anything. I was just coughing and coughing, and it's like I couldn't catch my breath, and it was super weird. I've never experienced anything like that before, and I was like, what is going on? The next morning I had a fever. Not a mild fever, not like whenever I get a cold that I feel a little hot. No, like a full-blown fever. I was like, this does not feel like a regular cold. I must have the flu, and like a very severe flu. A lot of times when you work in New York City, you can't just call out and be like, I don't feel well. In my case, there was nobody else that would cover me at work, and I still had to go to work even if I felt like crap. I went to work, and I remember, like, I had to sit the whole day. Like, I couldn't even get up. I would go to the bathroom and cough because I didn't want to cough. I didn't want to cough like that in front of people. My cough was so bad that I was actually, TMI, I'm sorry if you're eating or something, but I was actually coughing up blood. And it wasn't, I knew that it was from my throat because I could feel it, that it was just like, that it was just getting damaged from coughing so much. And it's not a cough that will make you feel satisfied, like, oh, like I cough, I feel better. No, it was like I can't breathe kind of cough. The symptoms just hit me like that from one day to another. It wasn't like, it didn't start slowly and then develop into the severe flu. Now, this is in January. I didn't know about COVID-19 or coronavirus. Thank God, because if that would have happened to me now, I would totally freak out and definitely decide that I am going to die. So that's just how I am. So these symptoms started just to get worse and worse throughout the days. I felt like absolute crap for 3 full weeks, which is almost a month. Okay, so something really weird that I didn't think was related to how I felt at that moment was that I had terrible shoulder pain. Like, I couldn't move my arm past this part. Like, if I went like this, it was like my joints, like everything hurt. All my joints hurt, like my knees and everything, but especially this right shoulder. And I just thought, well, maybe I was trying to work out and I injured it or something like that. Why would I think that that has anything to do with the flu that I have? But now that I've learned about coronavirus, I've heard that a lot of people have joint pain, and like, I don't know, somehow it affects your body in that way. And now I understand. But during that time, I didn't think it was related. That pain plus the cough didn't let me sleep for a full 3 weeks. Like, I was just coughing nonstop. I had to sleep almost sitting down, because if I would lay down, I just felt like I couldn't breathe and I was gonna die, and it wasn't fun. That is why I have been quarantining. Like, I know a lot of people are trying to go out there and like drink outside and all that. I'm not trying to do any of that, because I do believe that I had coronavirus, and that freaking sucks. So I'm not trying to do that again. During all this time, I really didn't feel like I wanted to eat anything. I felt nauseous. Not like I was going to throw up, but it's just like, when your body just doesn't want any food. So thank God my boyfriend was making me tea and soup, and that's all I had for a full 3 weeks. The first night that I had a fever, my sheets were just drenched in sweat. I was sweating so much that my boyfriend thought I peed the bed. That's how bad. I went to work like 3 days like this, and then I was like, I can't move. It felt like I couldn't even get out of bed. I couldn't even like walk to the bathroom. Like everything hurt. I felt dizzy. I felt like I had no energy in me. So I was like, I'm sorry, like I can't go to work. Now this is where it gets interesting. By the 3rd week, I'm already like, this is not normal. I've never had the flu or a cold that lasted almost a month. I need to see a doctor. Now the cough was better. I wasn't coughing as often, and I didn't have a fever anymore. But I did feel like I had a very strong illness. Another thing that I just remembered is that my lymph nodes were super swollen. So as you know, we have, and if you don't know, we have lymph nodes all over our body, and they usually get swollen when your body is fighting an infection or a virus. So the ones here on my neck, the one in my armpit, and like, I don't know, we have some other lymph nodes, but they were all super swollen. And I was like, what? Like, I've never seen this before. Like this one particularly was really swollen, and the ones on, like right here on my neck. So I got a little scared, and I was like, you know what? I am going to see the doctor because I still don't feel well, and it's been almost a month. So I went to my doctor, and I mean, I don't even know what to say about this, but they did some blood work. She was like, oh, it sounds like you had the flu. Do you have your flu shot? I was like, no, because I don't want to. That's another topic for another day. They did a blood test, right? Which is what you're supposed to do. She's like, you know, because you're already feeling better, we might see like these levels go down or up, whatever. I don't know, but like they were gonna see probably some of the remaining virus in my system. About 3 or 4 days later, I still hadn't received a call, so I'm like, all right, let me call them. I called my doctor, my doctor's office. And when I asked for my results and I said that it's been 4 days, they seemed confused, and they were like, wait, what do you mean? The doctor didn't call you, this and that? And they were like, I could hear that they were kind of like panicking a little, like looking, let me call you right back, this and that. And I'm just like, what? So when they called me back, they were like, oh, we're really sorry. This usually never happens. This is very rare, but we misplaced your results, or we misplaced your sample. And I'm like, she's like, oh, could you possibly come back and get them done again? At this point, I already felt much better, and I was like, if I had anything, you're not gonna see it anymore. So like, turns out, yeah, the lab lost my results. And I was like, I remember thinking like, that is so weird. Like, how can that happen? I don't know if you work at a hospital or at a lab and that's like, and that happens, maybe, I don't know. But that made me think like, okay, so I guess I'll never find out what I had. Fast forward a few months, this coronavirus thing becomes like, in March was when people started to get really worried about it. And I started reading about the symptoms and all this, and I was like, I really think that's what I had. Now, the weird thing is that I slept next to my boyfriend every single day, and he was fine. Maybe his immune system is better, I don't know. I've heard about people that have the virus, but they don't develop any symptoms. Maybe that happened. My coworker though, she developed a fever, but then she went to the doctor and they told her she had a strep throat. So I don't know. But anyways, this is my story. I just wanted to share this story with you because I've heard other people say that they really think they had coronavirus in January or February, even December, because this virus has been around since last year. The thing is that we didn't really know, and we didn't know the specifics. I mean, don't let me, like, I don't even want to get into all my theories and, you know, about the virus, but I don't want to be censored. So tell me in the comments if you had any of these symptoms, or you had a horrible flu, or what you thought was the flu in the beginning of the year, or even last year, or the end of last year. because it might have been corona. And because they lost my results, I'll never know. Now, I've had doctors in my family that have told me, you know, you can get the antibody test, which will tell you if you already had the virus. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I mean, the doctors in my family, they told me you can get it, right? You can get it done and it can tell you if you already had the virus. And that might give you some immunity, but at the same time, this is a new virus, so we don't know how long that immunity lasts. And it's been already what, like since January, since I had it. So that immunity, because we don't know, probably expired already. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video and this little story time. I hope that no doctor loses your results if you ever go get tested. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm definitely changing doctors. I am not going to that place again because I really feel like they wasted my time and efforts. And even if that happens, I just don't, I'm not going back there. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know everybody on YouTube says that, but it really does help your channel, and I am trying to put more content out there for you. Please stay safe. Don't go to parties. Don't do all these crazy things that some people are doing, because yeah, I don't wish that on anybody. I was lucky enough to survive and not get any complications, but I know that that's not the case for a lot of people. So please stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.